Welcome. If you work a traditional job, you've probably noticed that money is taken out of your paycheck for taxes by the IRS. But did you know that more than 25 million people are getting extra money from the IRS just for filing their taxes? In 2020, the IRS paid out almost $60 billion. That's a billion with a B, through the Earned Income Tax Credit program. I'm not just talking about getting your taxes returned. I'm talking about free money from the government to help workers. For example, if you are a worker making minimum wage with 2 kids, you could get as much as 40% in additional money on top of what you earned at work. Check out this story from my friend Jorge. Jorge and Liliana work on a farm. They have resident status and pay taxes like other U.S. workers. And they found out that the IRS could help them in some surprising ways.
We came to the United States for a better life for our children. Our son wants to be a pilot, and our daughter wants to be a veterinarian. A VITA volunteer told us about something called a child tax credit and something called an earned income tax credit. It sounded too good to be true. The IRS takes taxes from our paychecks. Was it really possible that the IRS could give us more money back? The volunteer explained that we qualify because we are working but not earning a lot of money. She also told us if we were eligible, the IRS would send us thousands of dollars to help us raise our 2 children. I also found out that we could apply for the credits we have missed going back 3 years. The money didn't arrive right away, but we used some to pay off our electric bill. We're saving the rest so the kids can go to college.
First of all, I love that Jorge leads with the dreams that his children have, being a pilot and being a veterinarian. One key part of family economic mobility. Remember, that means increasing the income and opportunities for you and your family. One key part of family economic mobility is encouraging your children to dream. Jorge mentioned that a VITA volunteer was helping them with their taxes. If you watched any of our other videos, you know I'm big on asking, where are the helpers? VITA stands for Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. It's a program run by the IRS who trains volunteers to help people with their taxes for free. They are mainly trying to help people who generally make $60,000 or less, or persons with disabilities, or limited English-speaking taxpayers. VITA services are not only free, they are also a reliable and trusted source for preparing tax returns. All VITA volunteers who prepare returns must take and pass tax law training that meets or exceeds IRS standards. Every year, tens of thousands of dedicated VITA volunteers prepare millions of federal and state returns. So, yes, I think we have definitely found the helpers in this situation. Jorge and Liliana found out about 2 different ways to get money from the IRS: the Earned Income Tax Credit and the Child Tax Credit. These 2 programs help millions of people each year. So, if you're not already receiving money from these, you should definitely check them out. First, let's talk about the Earned Income Tax Credit, or EITC. The EITC is a benefit for working people with low to moderate income that the federal government, many states, and even some local communities offer. Eligibility for the tax credit is based on various factors, including family size, filing status, and income. When the EITC you qualify for is more than the amount of taxes you owed, you get a tax refund. So the IRS may actually send you more money back than you paid in taxes. This could mean thousands of dollars for you and your family. And you decide how you spend the money. One of the parts of Jorge's story that surprised me was that he could not only claim his EITC for this tax year, his VITA volunteer helped him claim the tax credit for the previous 3 years. Imagine what you could do with that much extra money. So that's the earned income tax credit. The other source of free money in Jorge's story was called the child tax credit. This is a flat amount of money for each child in your household. In 2023, this was $2,000 per child. Even if you didn't qualify for the EITC, you might qualify for this credit. This one is also available for up to the last 3 years. So if you're just finding out about all of this today, you should definitely find a free VITA tax volunteer and take advantage of this. The whole point is to help families who have children and could use some extra money to help care for them. Now, some of you who are watching this may be getting a little uncomfortable about all this talk about taxes and the IRS. Maybe you forgot to file your taxes, or maybe you're worried you might owe the IRS money. First of all, the vast majority of tax filers don't owe more money. In fact, most people are eligible for a refund, so you might already be missing out. Let's say you forgot to file taxes in the past. With the EITC and the child tax credit, and the fact that you can claim them both going back 3 years, you may still get free money. So please, don't miss out on all this money that you could use to take care of things you care about. Find a VITA location near you and find out if you qualify for the Earned Income Tax Credit and the Child Tax Credit. Be sure to check out the resource guide that accompanies this video for other tax tips and a link to locate a VITA location near you. And watch some of our other videos on more ways that you can make things better for yourself and your family. And remember, you've got this.